As and when state or central government announces debt relief scheme for the farmers, immediately Reserve Bank of India comes out with a statement that debt relief will vitiate recovery climate or credit culture in the banks. Bankers and bank economists will join the statement, and ultimately debt relief will be implemented as an inevitable evil with great reluctance. As against this, banks are implementing write off of corporate debt as a part of their strategy to reduce non performing assets by debiting to the profits or as a balance sheet mechanism. Bankers are implementing write off as a part of balance sheet mechanism, haircut under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act, waiver in interest or sometimes in principle under one time settlement scheme, and in the process are sacrificing lakhs of crores rupees. This amount is in multiples as against debt relief for the farmers. In last decade or so, central government and various state governments together have granted debt relief to the farmers for an amount around 1,50,000 crore. As against this, in last 5 years, 2014-15 to 2018-19, banks have written off debt of borrowers with an outstanding amount 100 crore and above each, in number 980, while amount 2,75,000 crore, in which banks were able to recover 7% of the amount so written off, which comes to around 20,000 crore. In 2016-17, non-performing assets were 7,28,000 crore, in which share of agriculture was 62,000 crore, while share of corporate was 5,25,000 crore. In 2017-18, non-performing assets amount was 9,62,000 crore, in which share of agriculture was 85,000 crore as against share of industry 7,03,000 crore. While in 2018-19, non-performing assets were 8,80,000 crore, in which share of agriculture was 1,11,000 crore as against share of industry 5,80,000 crore. 2015-16, banks had lent an amount more than 10,000 crore each to 37 borrowers, while in 2016-17 this figure went down to 34. In 2017-18, it again restored to 37, while in 2018-19 this figure went up to 48. During the period, in 2015-16, 6,161 non-performing asset borrowers individually owed 100 crore and above, while in 2016-17, 696 borrowers. In 2017-18, 792 borrowers, and 2018-19, 739 borrowers. In last 8 years, banks have written off loans amounting to rupees 6,22,000 crore, in which banks were able to recover an amount 1,07,000 crore, which comes to 17%. Within that, in last 4 years, banks have written off 2,78,000 crore, in which banks were able to recover hardly 19,207 crore, which comes to 7%. Remaining amount can be termed nothing short of debt relief to the corporates. In last 5 years, 2014-15 to 2018-19, banks, private and public sector together have written off debt amounting to rupees 6 lakh crore, in which share of agriculture is 43,057 crore, which it means hardly 7%. State cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks together have written off debt amounting to rupees 1,380 crore only, which is far less than an amount commercial banks have written off in one single borrowal account. All the figures which I am quoting are from the replies given by Honorable Minister for State for Finance in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in response to the questions raised by various members of Parliament. In recovery of non-performing assets, much was being said on Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act and proceedings initiated by National Company Law Tribunal under the Act, but the figures are dismal. As per the information available on the website of National Company Law Tribunal, bankers were able to recover average 45% of the amount outstanding, for which bankers were required to sacrifice average 55% of the total amount outstanding. This is in case of resolution proceedings, while in case of insolvency proceedings, recovery is hardly 5%. In case of resolution process, borrower will be able to take a loan afresh from the banks. In recent past, government has written off corporate tax dues in lakhs of crores of rupees. Now, public sector banks have written off lakhs of crores of rupees due from corporates. At the time, Reserve Bank of India will not open its mouth. But if it comes to agriculture, Reserve Bank of India immediately reacts negatively. It is the same corporate who, in terms of new 3 enactments governing various aspects of agriculture, will be controlling trade in agriculture, agriculture goods and produce in the name of contract farming. The same corporates are intending now to control hard-earned savings of the common man by pursuing with the government for privatization of banks. Corporates have looted banks for lakhs of crores of rupees by resorting to waiver, write-off, haircut. This is the hard-earned money of the common man. If it comes to debt relief to farmer, it becomes big issue. In last decade or so, more than 1 lakh farmers have committed suicide. Farmers very often had to face untimely rains, drought or excessive rains and various natural calamities. Ultimately, a resolution resulting into huge losses. On the background, debt relief becomes imminent. Is it not justifiable? Farmers have been passing through agony. Today, when central government has passed 3 acts without taking farming community in confidence, farmers have become more desperate and resultantly have come on the streets. Initially, farmers from Punjab and Haryana have marched to the capital Delhi, where law-making body Parliament has passed those acts prejudicing the interests of the farming community. Since they have been withheld at the entrance of national capital Delhi, they continue to stage dharna there itself. Now, farmers across the country have joined this dharna. At this hour of crisis, each one of us, whether we are doctor, engineer, advocate, banker, trader, worker, entrepreneur, artist, author, we all are duty bound to stand by farmers, to save agriculture, to save the nation. Let us join the farmers' struggle in our own way. Let us stand by farmers in our own way. Let us relate to the struggle in best possible way.